Hi, this is DeFi 250, also known as DeFi, and welcome to my Go Battle League Season 1 battles. I just wanted to share a few of the highlights for me ranking up through Season 1. I just have a few battles from ranks 1 through 4. These were battles that were fun, maybe some things I learned from, and some different interesting opponents. I hope you enjoy. Hey look, it's me. I recorded my very first Go Battle League Season 1 match. My opponent is Celt1977. And you're going to see that this battle is very typical of a lot of what I see in Go Battle League Season 1. So he leads a Whiscash, which is actually something that I have on my team, and one of my favorite Pokemon. And you're also going to notice that I definitely do not have an ideal moveset on my Azumarill. I have Play Rough and Ice Beam. I think in the future I'm going to be switching that out for Hydro Pump and be keeping the Ice Beam. Because you're going to notice in a lot of my future matchups, not having a Hydro Pump is going to hurt me against tanky Pokemon like Registeel. So we continue on with this matchup. He switches into Defense Deoxys. There are so many Defense Deoxys in Go Battle League Season 1. It seems like everybody has one, except me. I do not have a Defense Deoxys powered up yet. That's my bad. But I'm doing pretty okay without one, at least in the early ranks. So I launch a Blizzard and am able to take a really good chunk of the health. Defense Deoxys has a couple movesets that it can have. Some people like to run Rock Slide and Thunderbolt, and this works really well against Whiscash because both of those moves are not very effective against Whiscash. He brings in a Clefable, which is a really fun choice, having a Charm user. But I know I've got Skarmory, and Skarmory does really well against it. I shield that so I can launch my Ice Beam and dispose of that Whiscash. And then he brings the Clefable back in. One Charm and my Azumarill goes down, but I've got Skarmory. I'm not too worried about Clefable's moveset. I know it's probably rocking Psychic, Meteor Mash, not going to one-shot Skarmory. But Flash Cannon, on the other hand, is going to knock Clefable right out. And I win! My very first match of Go Battle League Season 1 was a win for me. I don't know about you, but some of you might have seen some of your opponents and their outfits and knew you were in a bit of trouble. And that's how I felt when I went up against Zawazawa 7609. And Shiny Altaria is quite the flex. It is a beautiful Pokemon. But I've got Ice Beam on my Azumarill, so I know he's got to shield it or risk Altaria going down. So I'm kind of surprised he's staying in here. But I go for another Ice Beam, and the Altaria I'm able to take a really good chunk out of it. I shield because I want to keep my Azumarill at good health, knowing that he's probably got some tanky Pokemon back there. And oh my goodness, he's got a Mint Chip Shiny Registeel. That's another really great flex. I know I can tank Flash Cannon. And look at that, a shiny Whiscash. He's got 3 shiny meta-relevant Pokemon that he's using for PvP. That is so cool. So I'm in awe, and I'm just trying to win this lead back. I'm able to get a really good chunk of his health with Blizzard, but he's able to launch a Blizzard of his own, and you're going to see that that's going to knock my Whiscash right out. And then I've got my Azumarill, and I choose to bring that back in to knock out Whiscash. But then I'm kind of stuck because I don't have Hydro Pump on my Azumarill. So I don't have anything that can really do a lot of damage against a Registeel. And I can try. My bubbles are doing a bit of damage for the fast move, but Flash Cannon knocks me out, and all I've got really left is Skarmory. And Skarmory's going to do its best, but it's not going to be able to do a lot. Because one Focus Blast and I'm pretty much done. I do get a Flash Cannon in, which was awesome. Look how close I'm going to get. I'm going to get so close to victory here, but I'm just one fast move away. So close. That was a very good game. Very good game. So this one, I don't actually know who my opponent was because I didn't hit record fast enough, but I know this was a rank 2 battle. So he leads Registeel, and this is another situation where I really wish I had Hydro Pump on my Azumarill. So I have a bunch of charge moves TM saved up. I can definitely switch that charge move over. So now I've got Whiscash into Azumarill, and I can just be firing off Mud Bombs here because I can get to Mud Bomb way faster than Azumarill can get to either Ice Beam or Play Rough. So I'm going to keep going for it, but I need to keep Whiscash alive because it's the only thing I've got left against Registeel. So I am able to get to one more Mud Bomb, and then I know I need to switch out. I wasn't quite able to get there. It doesn't look like I take the hit, but I do. That's just a visual glitch. So here's Skarmory. And I've got to use Skarmory to take out Defense Deoxys, which is unfortunate. Kind of wish I just had 2 Whiscashes on my team. Team Whiscash. Whiscash is bae. But I'm able to do pretty well here. Skarmory's able to get quite a bit of that Defense Deoxys down. And then I did choose to use Whiscash. I probably could have brought in Azumarill instead, because now Whiscash goes down, and I've got to try to get that Registeel with an Azumarill with no Hydro Pump. This is going to be a rough time, because that Registeel also has a shield. And you can see he's got a Pokemon in the back. So one of those Pokemon that he had earlier has a sliver of health. And that's something that I definitely did not realize while I was playing this battle in the moment. So I'm barely able to get to this Ice Beam. He shields it. I bubble him down. I thought I had won. And then all of a sudden there's this Defense Deoxys out of nowhere. So I barely won just as the timer is running down. My heart was pounding. It was a crazy, crazy game. Now you can see my next battle is in rank 2. It's a Calixator. And you're going to see he's going to bring in a Drifblim. And Drifblim I thought was a pretty interesting choice. First things first though, we have Azumarill. This is one time that Play Rough is actually nice. It's pretty nice in the mirror match. But he's going to get to it first, unfortunately. And he has Play Rough as well. So I take the hit, so my Azumarill has energy built up in the back. And I go into Skarmory, but he goes into Registeel, which is not a great situation for me, because Registeel has Focus Blast. I do fire off one Flash Cannon, which does a little bit of health. Not very much, though. I try very hard to get to another Flash Cannon, but I wasn't able to get there, and it didn't feel worth it to burn a shield yet. So then I'm able to get into Whiscash, and I'm able to just start farming. But I didn't launch the Mud Bomb fast enough, and his switch timer ran out. So now I've got a bunch of stored energy. I know Play Rough hurts, so I shield it. And then I go into my own Azumarill, which I had a bunch of stored energy. I launch a Play Rough, and I'm finally able to get a shield. And I'm going to try to get another one or do some damage. I get the last shield. I put up a shield of my own because I want to keep my Azumarill healthy. He's still got 3 Pokemon, and I've only got 2. I know this isn't going to kill me, but I know it's going to hurt. I try to get a few more bubbles in before I launch my Ice Beam to knock him out. So I have a little bit of energy built up, and he's got a Drifblim, and I am lucky that I have Ice Beam here, because that's going to do quite a bit of health. I'm also very lucky he didn't get the boost, because he's got Ominous Wind on it. I could have maybe gotten away with Mud Bomb, but I wasn't convinced it was going to do it at that amount of health. Focus Blast is going to hurt, but it's not going to kill me, and I'm able to just barely eke out this win. Couple more fast moves and I probably would have lost it. So this was definitely a close one. My next match is also going to be at rank 2, and I'm going to see the most unique Pokemon that I think I've seen so far against Jujo 2091. First one's not too unique. It's an Umbreon. Umbreon is a great Pokemon for the Great League, especially if it has Last Resort. I'm not too sure why he's staying in here, though, because maybe he doesn't think I have Play Rough, but I definitely have it. I'm definitely going to use it, and it's definitely going to be super effective if he doesn't shield, which it is. So I'm able to take a giant chunk out of this Pokemon. And I'm not going to shield, because Dark Pulse isn't going to do much, and even Last Resort wouldn't have taken me out. So all I need is Ice Beam, and I'm able to launch a couple of those back to back and get both of his shields, which is pretty awesome. I do shield to keep my Azumarill alive just a little bit longer, and I commit to the Fade Down, which worked really, really well in my favor. And then I see a Simipour, and that is never not a disturbing sight. Simipour is a strange, strange looking Pokemon. If Simipour is your favorite Pokemon, I apologize, but it's the thing of nightmares. And my Skarmory quickly disposes of it. And I could have just let Skarmory go down and let Whiscash take care of Rhyperior, but I really, really wanted to one-shot the Rhyperior, because it's such a flex to one-shot a rock-type giant with a metal bird. So, did pretty well against that opponent. My next match is going to be in rank 3 against Tanman04. And again, I'm going to keep my Azumarill strategy, and I see another Umbreon. So I'm kind of curious, is this person gonna not shield? Maybe this person thinks I don't have Play Rough. I see that this Umbreon definitely has Last Resort. So I'm going to try another Play Rough, see if it goes unshielded. It does, which is awesome. So I'm able to score a pretty good hit on there. Last Resorts are doing quite a bit of damage. He does switch out, and Ludicolo just knocks out like half my remaining health before I'm able to even hit the switch button. You can also see that I'm very bad at the flying type charge move. I shield in case this is Ice Beam. It is, and Ice Beam would definitely have done quite a bit of damage. And I'm a bird, and this is a grass type, and I'm able to just fade it down, store up a bunch of energy, and knock out the Umbreon, or burn a shield. So burning shield is also a win here. I know that the charge move isn't going to knock me out. I switch into a Azumarill, use the Ice Beam, and then I was really curious what he had left, and it was Swampert. I probably should have went for the Play Rough because I had it, but I think I was just furiously tapping as fast as I could. I use my last shield, and then I go for the Sky attack. And I think this time I do get the Excellent, which is pretty good. I get it about half the time. My next battle, I'm finally up to rank 4 now, and I'm against Burry 4444. Quad 4s. And he's got a Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan is an awesome Pokemon. And I figure I'm probably going to get rocked by a Hitmonchan. That makes sense to me. Hitmonchan's got Power-Up Punch, and it has a wide variety of punches that I can draw from. So it might have Thunder Punch, it could have Fire Punch. So I might be in trouble here. And I'm shielding just because I'm not really sure what it's got, because it could have a wide variety of things. It's my fault for using all those shields. And Thunder Punch just knocks me out. Now I've got Skarmory, and now you see a Corsola. This is the other very odd Pokemon I saw in the early ranks. But Corsola starts kind of like rocking me a little bit. So I go into Whiscash, and it's got Bubble Beam. Bubble Beam is a scary move to face because it just keeps knocking your attack down and making you less and less effective. Now, a smart thing I could have done was switch out of Whiscash, and that would have cleared the debuff, and I could have brought it back in later, but I just decided to keep going for it and just launch the Mud Bombs that I have lined up. So I shield the Doom Desire because that would have easily knocked me out, and I go for one more Mud Bomb here. And I'm almost able to get rid of this Jirachi. I think it would have only taken 2 hits without the Bubble Beams from Corsola. So that's actually a really good strategy. Then Hitmonchan comes in, and I'm nervous. 1 Power-Up Punch and it's done. But I have enough health on Skarmory that it just needs to come in, do 1 fast move, and I am the victor. So, another battle in rank 4. I'm up against Tanman Matsu 8 Novu, and he leads a Victory Bell. Victory Bell is one of the worst Pokemon for me in PvP. I hate going up against it. So that was a terrible situation for me. I switched into Skarmory, and then he switched into his own Skarmory. And again, you can see I'm not very good at that flying charge move. It's not my thing. So I go for the Flash Cannon to do a little bit more damage than what a Sky Attack would do. And I decide to shield and see if I can switch out. I can. I go back into Azumarill, but then here comes Victory Bell. Thankfully, I have enough Ice Beam. Now he's out of shields. And I decide I'll just let Azumarill go. One Leaf Blade, it's gone. I can just bring in Skarmory and clean up this Victory Bell. Oh, look at that excellence. It's a beautiful thing. Now one Skarmory left. He doesn't have any shields. I have the move, but I decide to let it go because I know I have Whiscash in the back and a shield. So all I have to do is one quick little Mud Bomb and the Skarmory goes down. And then I have Hitmontop up against me. So that's really different. I haven't really faced any Hitmontops yet. Stone Edge is a good move, but I'm able to get to the Blizzard, and that's able to knock out most of its health, and then I just need to be able to get to a Mud Bomb. So this was very, very close. A couple more fast moves, and I definitely would not have been able to walk away with that match. And then the last match I'm going to show you today, I'm up against XOXO Rai. And he's also got a really interesting Pokemon that he has in the back. He leads with a shiny Altaria, one of my favorite Pokemon. So beautiful. And he stays in it, which is, again, always surprises me when people stay in on Altaria because they have to burn a shield. And then he brings in a Alolan Ninetales, something that I really enjoy, a Charm user. I've got Skarmory, and Skarmory can take the Charm. And I know it can take lots of Psyshocks, so I'm able to come in with Sky Attacks. I even hit an Excellent, so that looks great. I shield because I definitely want to get to that other Sky Attack now that both of his shields are down. And I build up plenty of energy. And he's got Caracosta. Tortuga's one of my favorite Pokemon. It is so cute, that cute little blue turtle. Looks like the one from Finding Nemo's. Crush. And Squirt. And I'm not too worried because I have Whiscash in the back. And Mud Bomb's going to do great work here. And I also have Blizzard to deal with the Altaria. So Whiscash just really being my MVP here. And you can see just very quickly getting to that charge move and winning the match for me. So those are some of my early matches from Go Battle League Season 1. I'm so excited to be back in the Great League. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to be back with more content soon. I know I took a quick break, but I'm looking forward to being back. Thank you so much for watching, and best wishes.